Be sure to cook. Hi, and welcome back to Be Sure to Cook. Today, we're going to be making a chicken salad. So, let's get started and let's do this. Okay, I'm going to be using a small pan to put my chicken in. And this time I'm going to do this on a stovetop. I'm not going to bake this. You can bake this chicken or you can do it on the stovetop. Today, I prefer the stovetop. In a medium saucepan, I got 3 eggs boiling. I got water that covers the eggs and I got plenty of salt. So I'm gonna let those boil for about 15 to 20 minutes, turn those off, set those to the side. Now let's get our chicken started. Okay, we're going to season these chickens and put them into the pan that I showed you earlier. I got 2 small bay leaves in the pan already. Guys, you know, I'm not really good at measuring, and I usually don't, but I've been trying to do the measurements on this show here to show you all, you know, actually what my food comes out to look like and be, and you know, I just don't measure, and I don't know if I just throw whatever I want in there because I have a thing of filling things. So that's what I'm going to do. But in here, I'm just going to put, for this, since I'm doing breast, I have to get flavor. So I'm using 1/2 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. And that's the only measurements I'm going to be doing. And I want everybody to like follow me and just put these seasonings that I'm showing you into your food, but put what you want to put in there, because I'm going to put what I want, because this measurement thing is just not really me. And I'm getting mixed up. So I'm going to use black pepper, cracked pepper, and I'm just going to put some on my chicken here, and I'm cracking it. I like cracked pepper. You don't have to get it. You can get regular pepper. It could be the kind of pepper you want. You know, it could be the grind already, if you feel comfortable with that. When you're grinding this pepper, when you have to grind it yourself, if you use one of these little grinders you can get in the store, if you grind it yourself, they got some where it comes out where you can do it fine or chunky or whatever. This one I have is just one chunky kind of pepper, but I like pepper. So I just grind it. You can use the fine, it's already ground. You don't have to use crack. It's fresher if you do use the crack, but if not, you know, use whatever pepper you like. Okay, so I didn't put how much to put on the chicken. I just put on what I want. And I've got garlic powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle some garlic powder on here. From now on, I'm just going to be sprinkling. You can sprinkle as much as you want. Maybe you don't like garlic powder, so skip that part. You don't have to use it. Or any of these seasonings I'm using, you don't have to use it. So I'm going to sprinkle that on there. Oh, that smells so good, the garlic powder on chicken. I just think it smells really good. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on, you know, as much as you want, because I really don't know how much you want on your food. Then I'm using my special Mrs. Dash blend. Forgive me, sometimes I just get to talking, and sometimes I get to talking, I don't know, I just be talking about anything. So I'm putting the Mrs. Dash blend on here. I told you I use this stuff on everything because it's got all your seasons in here, and extra seasons you don't even know what's in there, but you can read the back of it. And a little of paprika. I put a little, just give it a little, because it gives it a little tint to it. and I just do a little because it's gonna give. I don't want to really take my juice and have it red, but it's paprika. They say it's got a sweet taste to it. I tasted paprika the way it is, and honey, it ain't sweet, but it does give it a little different taste in your food. And then, of course, I'm a seasonable person. Y'all probably saying, God, this lady uses the same stuff. But, honey, I'm going to use some different seasons today. I love seasons, period. Seasoned salt, and, you know, you might want to be careful. And some people, this could be a danger to, especially if you have high blood pressure. And I know that you can't use all this. So they have other salts that are not salts, but it's for diabetics. And it's kind of like salt, but it's not salt. So get that. That looks good. That's really good because my mother-in-law, she uses that for all her stuff. And it tastes like salt, and it gives you that salt flavor, but it's really not salt. It's good, and you don't have to raise up your blood pressure. Okay, I'm just doing a little tiny bit, and I'm using mint, organic mint, or just regular mint. It's dry. I think it comes out so good, but I don't use a lot. I just use a very little bit. It gives it a better flavor. Okay, I am going to be using herbs de Prince or however you say it. I gave y'all the name right there. I'll put it on there because I have speech problems too. So I'm going to shake some of this on the chicken also. This stuff is really good. I told you I try all kind of different seasons on stuff to see what it tastes like, and it is all that. And then we're using another one here, and it's called Mayo, and that's a different one too. So, but I will put the names of these seasons on the bottom of your screen at the end so you'll know exactly. So there we go. This baby, look at these chickens. These babies are all seasoned up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get these in the pot. Before I get in the pot, I'm gonna add some chopped garlic. I'm gonna heat it up, and I'm gonna fry these a little bit, and then I'm gonna show you how to let these cook. Okay, I got my 2 small bay leaves. I got that teaspoon of olive oil, and I put a teaspoon of garlic, chopped garlic. And I got that just cooking up. And then I'm gonna put my chicken in there. Woo-hoo! God, these chickens are really, really good. I want that garlic and stuff in there. I'm just gonna cook these chickens. Put these up on here, and I'm gonna cook these chickens. And I'm going to put some chicken stock in here, and we're gonna be cooking. So we're gonna brown these up a little bit, and I wash my hands and wash this stuff up, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I am getting some chicken broth, and I'm gonna add the rest of this. This is about 2 cups that was left in this chicken broth that I used in something else earlier in the refrigerator. And look at how dark that chicken breast is. I mean, that chicken stock. Sorry. And then I'm just gonna pour this all over this chicken. Turn this up on a medium heat. And I'm gonna add some water with this. I'm gonna add about a cup of water because I want to cut. Actually, I just want to cover. I want to actually cover my chicken because I want to boil this down. And I put that olive oil and those seasonings and all that in there, and that garlic. So when it starts to boil, it'll give me, because chicken breasts don't really give you the real brothy flavor that you need. So that's why I'm using the chicken breast with the skin on, hoping that I can get all that flavor from that chicken, from that skin, to give me really great broth. Because I like to take the broth, which I won't be using this broth for anything, but I like to cool down this broth and freeze it, and then I can have cubes where I can use it for any other dish. So I like to use this because we're going to be making a chicken salad. So this broth can be used for, chicken and noodles or chicken dumplings or even a stew. So let's get this boiled, and we're going to boil this down and get this together. Okay, guys, now I have done cooked my chicken. I've done that part, and it is sitting in the juice, and it's going to cool off, and I'm going to wait for this chicken to cool. I'm going to take off the skin, and I'm going to tear this chicken up and get it ready for us to make our chicken salad. But next, we're going to go ahead and start chopping up our vegetables. Okay, we're going to need some celery in our chicken salad. So these vegetables are dirty and nasty. So I'm going to have to cut off the ends of this. Get all the nasty. I don't like those ends. I never use them. And I cut these off already in the middle of doing that. And I'm going to cut the tips of every little thing off and discard these over here. This one I've already cut. You can tell that is a fresh cut. And this part is a nasty. So I'm gonna cut this off, cut it again, and get rid of this. And then these sticks I don't need, which is good for stock, but I don't need it because I don't like nasty vegetables. I'm just gonna cut that off. Cut that off because I don't like that either. And I'm going to clean these up. I look at them and make sure everything looks good before I start to cut and rinse these. Okay, then on the side here I have, of course, my leaves. Remember those leaves I tell you? These are celery leaves, and this comes off the celery. Sometimes you'll see it on the celery like so. And these are very little powerful things because sometimes people don't even use celery, the whole stick of celery. You don't need it because these leaves here, if you use these and clean these up and wash these up good, this is going to give you just more flavor than this whole celery stick, because this is where the flavor is. So I always use these, and it just puts more punch inside of my dish. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up and clean these up, because today I will not be chopping these. Usually I do something different. I don't put chunks of celery in my dish, and I'm also going to be using a shallot in that. I'm going to use also a shallot. So I'm going to chop this up and get this in my food processor, and I'm going to show after I clean these have to be washed thoroughly. After I clean these, I'm going to chop these up and get these in my food processor, and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. Okay, the chicken breasts are done, and here they are. And over here, we have the stock that I was telling you about. I'm going to freeze this and save this, but look how rich this stock is, see? And I did a pretty good job, you know, knowing that it's been chicken breasts, and chicken breasts don't really make stock. So with the stock that I put in there and the water and all the seasons, that's some good stock. I'll freeze this up. Okay, I'm cutting up some shallots here. You know, the shallots are so strong, and the other day I fixed a dish that was with these shallots, and oh, I thought they were a little strong, and I made a mistake by putting too much in them. So I'm just going to use half of this shallot, since I'm going to make a big thing of this chicken salad. And I'm going to get this together, and this is going to also go into my mixer, and I'm going to mix this up. Alright, I'm sorry guys, I was trying to think of this. This is a food processor, and I said mixer, and that's so stupid. So I just wanted to tell y'all it's a food processor. So sometimes I get so excited when this camera's on me, and I don't know what to say, and I'm just scared I'm going to mess up. But I've been messed up plenty of times, but just deal with me. I'm new. Everything's going to be all right, and I'm going to get myself together, and this show's going to be great. And I'm going to try to fix all the wonderful foods I can with you all. So right now, I'm just using an onion, a yellow onion, white onion, any kind of onion you want. Whoa, that's thick. Oh, yeah, because I only need a slice of it. I don't like the use the first ring. So I'm just gonna cut this in 4, woohoo, like so. And I'm just gonna throw this into my food processor. And this is all gonna get chopped up nice and great. So I've got my celery sticks. Okay, throw this in here. I got a lot of onion in here. You know, maybe too much onion. I want to make sure, because I taste and make sure it ain't too strong, because shallots are strong. So I'm gonna take a little bit of these out, maybe just like 3. You know, do how much you want. You know, I'm making a pretty decent size chicken salad. So let me get this up, chopped up, and let's get to blending. Okay guys, I am blending this up. I'm not chopping this. I am going what I call my relish. I don't know if anybody does it, but I do. I'm making a relish, and I'm going to show you. This is going to be good. It's going to dissolve in this, and this is going to be so good. So this is my relish, and I'm chopping the onions and the celery and all that. And you can tell it's starting to turn into like a juice. All right, now I have chopped up my vegetables the way I want them, and you could dice chop whatever how you want them. And it's just celery sticks, shallots, and I did some good white onion in there. I'm gonna add more stuff. I did 2 boiled eggs, so I'm gonna just chop it. Usually I chop it in half. Let me get a knife. Okay, I got my clean knife. Just gonna chop down on this egg, throw that in there, and then I'm gonna, because I want it to actually, the food processor to really, or you can dice it, you don't have to do this, but I don't want to see, you know, big chunks of eggs in there, because in chicken salad, it doesn't, you know, hard-boiled eggs does not go in there if you don't want it. I mean, it depends on how you make your chicken salad. This is a gourmet chicken salad. So I'm just going to lock that, and I'm just going to poach these eggs. Okay, and this is how I want these to come out. You know, like, looks kind of like a really scrambled kind of like, don't it? But it's just a hard-boiled egg that I have poached. I just want to see a little color. I just don't want to see big chunks of eggs in mine. I don't want to see that. But if you like that, you can put that in yours. You can do it any way you want. And if you don't like eggs at all, you don't have to put it in chicken salad. You know, you might not like chicken salad, but believe me, it's really, really good. So like I said, this is my chicken salad, but you can make your chicken salad any way you want. You can use this recipe, or you can use your own. So this is what I have. This is 2 boiled eggs, and it has been food processed. Okay, my chicken breast has cooled, so I am going to start deboning, you know, the breast, because there is bones. You got to be careful, and you don't want to cook your chicken breast until it falls apart. I always have a habit of doing that, and I don't need to do that. So because I'm going to need all the meat, I don't need bones inside. That's dark meat. I don't need bones inside my chicken breast, so I'm going to feel for the bone, and I'm going to dig that bone out of there, because we don't need this. So then I'm going to start cutting it up, but I feel bones, and I'm going to debone the back of the chicken breast. So let's debone this, and I'll show you how to cut it up. Okay, these are 2 big chicken breasts that I have gotten the bones, and I think I've taken all the skin. If I see any more, I'm just gonna take it off, like right here, and I'm gonna discard it, making sure no skin. Nobody wants skin in their chicken salad. Yeah, there. Yeah, I want to make sure I discard anything. And some of this on here is seasoned, and I want that season. I want that season on there. I want that good season on there because that's gonna make my chicken salad really like. Let me wash up and then we'll be cutting. Okay, I've washed up, got a good clean knife, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut my chicken breast, and I just want chunks of chicken. And I do want this season. I do want the season that was on the chicken. Cut this here. This one, like it's really should have been like it was fried almost, huh? That's all that seasoning sitting in. I'm just gonna cut these in like little small chunks. Yeah. I like all that seasoning on there. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna finish cutting the rest of this and I'm gonna place it in my bowl and have it ready. Okay, I cracked some black pepper into my bowl. I'm gonna add some Mrs. Dash blend and add as much as you want. This is a pretty big thing of chicken here, so I'm eyeballing. And some ground paprika. I don't want a lot because that changes the color. So I'm just gonna eyeball that. I want a little garlic salt, just a little. Give it a little taste, just a little. Okay. And then I'm going to put in some mayonnaise here. Okay, so this is a whole cup of mayonnaise. But I have a lot of chicken breast, and I end up doing, altogether, I end up doing 4 chicken breasts, 4 big chicken breasts. I had to cook them twice, 2 at a time, because I had a smaller pan. So I'm gonna use, with 4 chicken breasts, now you wanna reduce it. If you're using like 2 chicken breasts, maybe a half cup to a whole cup of mayonnaise. You know, make it how wet you want it. Okay, so I'm gonna use another cup. This is a 1 whole cup of mayonnaise, so maybe 2. Wow, this chicken breast absorbs the mayonnaise. So this would be 2 cups. And if you need more, I can't tell you how much you're gonna really need with chicken breast, but if you need more, I'm gonna mix it in all these seasons, and I'm gonna show you why I put the season at the bottom, because I like to mix up my blend very well with my mayonnaise so you can see all the seasons that it turns into. So it really, you gotta keep mixing this until you get it all at the bottom, and then you got your little seasoning going on here. See that? Look at that, man, it's like a mayonnaise seasoning. Chicken breast soaks up a lot of mayonnaise, so you might need more than that. You might just need a whole jar of it when you finish, and that's a lot of chicken breast. And you can see how much chicken breast there is, so you might need a lot. Okay, this is so much chicken breast, so I'm gonna add another cup because I got 4 big chicken breasts. But like I said, you want to measure it out to how much chicken breast you want. And I mean, I'm making a big thing of it. And I'm being very sloppy here, guys. Sorry. So this should be good enough. This is like me making my my macaroni salad that I make. I make a homemade macaroni salad that I actually made up. And it is wonderful. And people tell me all the time, you should put that on the market. It's really good. So I'm gonna do 3 cups. I think that'd be great. I got some Dijon mustard, and I'm just gonna add, like, you see that? Just like a little dab, because mustard is strong, very strong. And I'm just gonna add just a little dab. Okay, And here's come all the good stuff. Okay, these are the 2 chopped eggs that I did early in the fruit processor, and I chopped those. Sorry about that. And gotta get it all in here, which you're not really gonna see. And I'm gonna just whip this in. You're not gonna see, it's just gonna give you like a little color. I'm making it. It's gonna be, I like it. See, now you see eggs. I'm making an egg salad thing going on here, but it's not. Okay. Then here are my peppers. Not my peppers, my celery and all that good stuff here. And I had chopped this really good. I want all of that in there. Okay. I'm gonna go into the sink. And I really want to mix this good because this is going to have to spread in here really good. And it's going to change it. Sorry. I gotta whip it in here because when it sits for a couple hours, oh, that's going to come through. Look at that. Oh, that's going to come through. Yeah, so you want to make sure you really mix this around really good. I'm just going to use a tablespoon of sugar. That you get just a tablespoon because I'm doing so much. So if I wasn't doing so much, I would have used lesser than a tablespoon. I would have used a teaspoon, but I'm doing 3 big old cups of mayonnaise with all this stuff. So, and then I got all this chicken. Remember those celery leaves? They've been rinsed and they're dried. I'm gonna stick those in there. I should have chopped up more. And then, yeah, I should have chopped up way more, but still it gives it a color. And when the time these sit in here and get all in here, oh my God, they're delicious. Okay. Yeah, so if you want the color, chop up more. It makes it better. So I'm gonna take my chicken and I'm gonna start throwing all this chicken in here, like such. Just gonna take all of this and all the seasons and everything is gonna get in here and set in here. Let me wash it. Well guys, this is my chicken salad. I want to thank you all for joining us again on Be Sure to Cook. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And come back and join us where we'll be making other dishes for you. So you all come back soon. Bye.